good news from the United States. Within 1 month of taking office, President Obama secured $80 billion U.S. for renewable energy and green infrastructure. And then just 2 weeks ago, the House of Representatives passed the Waxman-Markey bill, which, for all of its flaws, does put a price on carbon and is very much a step in the right direction. It achieves real reductions below the 1990 base level by 2020. And that is the threshold that many have said, including many in China, is the threshold that will dramatically increase the prospects for success. But it is the awareness itself that will drive the change. And one of the ways it will drive the change is through global governance and global agreements. But the many business leaders who have been present here are among those taking leadership in other ways. We talked, for example,
all right, let's just stop it right there. The cat's out of the bag right there. Again, this is about global governance. Global government, a price on carbon. Folks, right now as I speak to you, carbon dioxide is oozing from my body. I must be bad because I'm hurting the environment. And remember, the propaganda has been enormous. And towards your children, I'm seeing Go Green everywhere. I'm seeing green vehicle parking spots at malls and Walmarts. They are pushing this agenda on an entirely new level. And if this was really about cleaning up the environment, truly, maybe we should stop putting fluoride and mercury in the water. Maybe stop putting psychotropic drugs in the water. It's been found all over the place. Just Google it. Maybe we were doing that sort of thing. I'd be for it. But when we're going to make Al Gore rich and promote global governance and, again, promote a carbon credit tax system for the way we live, yeah, I'm against that. Call me kooky. Let's go to Tim. We're on Tim in Ohio. Tim, you're on the line. Yes, sir.
Hey, JB. I got a few brain droppings for you here. First, the International Property Maintenance Code.
Yes.
You don't have to go any further than your own local city hall to find those laws already on the books. I have a notice to abate that I managed to obtain from my local city hall, and there's one sentence in there that says, further, please be advised, the 2006 International Property Maintenance Code, Section PM 302.4, provides what a property owner's requirements are with respect to exterior property areas as follows, and then it goes into it. I'll spare you that, but it's already on the books in the local level.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
no, I'm with you, man. I mean, it's nightmarish. I mean, I want that guy to do the article at Writers at InfoWars or articles at InfoWars. I think that they're going to further that agenda with this climate bill, and they're going to create their little, city year youth corps, and there'll probably be different flavors of it, but they'll have the environmental cops too, and they're going to tell you how bad you are and how you need to fix your home. And like I said, most people won't be able to rewire their whole home up to standard, so they're just going to take it.
Quickly, could I change gears to this S-909, the free speech bill that they're trying to attach to the defense authorization bill and push through next week?
Sure thing.
Do you remember last June when Mike Reagan went on the air calling for, I forget who it was, to be shot?
Yeah, Mark Dice to be shot, and all 9/11 truthers to be shot also.
Name, and he went and did on his radio show, and you remember just the year before, how Imus was crucified for what he says.
Yeah, nappy-headed.
Yet Reagan calls for murder and gets away with it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. That's the new America, sir. Michael Reagan is part of that false left-right paradigm. He can just tell people that he'll pay for the bullets, and he wants to see somebody fired upon on a firing squad, and that's A-OK in the new America. I thank you for the call. Let's go to Davis in Wisconsin. Davis, you're on the line.
Hi, Jason. Glad to hear you back.
Oh, thank you.
I saw your Fabled Enemies online, and then I bought your movie and many of Alex Jones's documentaries also.
Excellente.
I'd like to honor more of the sponsors because I think you guys are the best news out there that cost the airwaves anywhere. So.
Well, thank you.
including, ABC, CBS. I wish those wages could go to you guys.
Well, I'll tell you what, without those networks, we wouldn't have our news wires, because at times they do tell the truth. At times they do reveal a story, but they never play up the big stories. They never play up the big parts. They'll mention it in passing, and then they'll give it a positive spin, like, oh, this climate bill is going to stop global warming. It's a positive thing. They don't want to talk about how it's the highest tax increase, ever on the American populace. They don't want to talk about it being about global governance, although Al Gore will do so at a conference. In fact, I thank you for the call, Davis. I do have to jump. I want to thank one more sponsor before we go to the break. People all over the world are discovering the benefits of supernatural silver. This powerful new nanotechnology is a natural antibiotic and preventative against infections, germs, and disease. Go to supernaturalsilver.com today to see what new technology can do for you and your family. It's supernaturalsilver.com. You cannot put a price tag on your family's health. So on the other side, I'm going to try to take these last few calls, do a wrap-up of the entire show. I mean, we talked about the guy who is in a July 4th parade, has Infowars.com on the side of his car. What happens? The signs get ripped down. He's arrested. And then they said that he hit 2 people with his car. Again, folks, if he hit 2 people with his car, they would have charged him with assault. They did not charge him with assault. Okay, or attempted murder. I mean, if he was really trying to run somebody down, manslaughter, attempted murder, obviously nobody got hurt. Obviously it was people jumping on the top of his car trying to assault him. And, the guy had his tape recorder out the entire time. Are we going to see that tape? Or are the jackboots just going to erase it and say, stay in jail, boy? We don't want to know that 9/11 was an inside job. Those Arabs are bad. I like shooting brown people. Don't you understand? What's theirs is ours. We run the show here. It's the Alex Jones Show. I'm Jason Bermas sitting in. Remember, if you missed any of the program, we got it running 24/7 over at Infowars.com, or you can pick up the podcast at PrisonPlanet.com. Back after this final segment, PrisonPlanet.tv, Infowars.com.